This is the committee of Standing Committee of Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations, which all considers all matters concerning devolution and intergovernmental relations, governance and management of the county government, cities, towns, and the urban areas. So today I think we have the pleasure to we called you here, matter related to Garissa County, as a result of statement received from the Senate of Garissa. The committee has today given the opportunity, because you have been mentioned as part of the stakeholders of the matters as related to whatever you're going to ask. And I can see the report has come, but Dr. Margaret Karibu and Tim, this committee actually would like to know much about what's happening in Garissa. I think you're aware. We have shared the report with you. And, you know, this county has been operating without chief officers, except, I understand, it's only one chief officer in this county since 2022. And they have been operating, and there's a lot of, concerns that due to the process of the law has not been followed. And as the control of the budget, I don't know why this has not come to attention. This committee feels that there is something amiss, that our entire county is operating only with one chief officer. They delegated some, but they have not some officers, most of them directors, but did not produce any evidence to show that these people have been officially delegated. We only have names. And it is obvious that we're supposed to give direction. And therefore today we request you to enlighten this committee what is happening in Garissa and how they operate without accounting officers. The accounting officers actually is responsible for all the financial transactions. Sorry, the chief officers. So maybe you will be able to tell us on your side of the story. One other thing is actually that this has a concern all over. That the 47 counties have a problem in matter of accountability. A lot of audit reports all over. There's a lot of delivery of money. And you know, as the controller of the budget in the entire nation, we expected at least some controls to take place in the counties. Especially counties, actually, there's a lot of misuse of funds and loss of funds. So I want you to at least to give us a brief this committee on the legality and the unlawfulness these people are doing, especially in Garissa. Thank you. Karim.
What I did, Honorable Chair, is that I just did some research around the operations of the county, the financial operations, and you know, just to see how then my office mandate comes into the human resource aspects of the county.
Madam COB?
Yes.
Maybe we can just give you guidance, because what we were looking is not necessarily a general view. It is and it is not. We have a petition before us by the Senator Garissa. For 2 years, Garissa County has been operating without chief officers, except for only one. Now, when we interrogated the issue of who has been acting as accounting officers, we then found that using Section 148 of the PFMA, they were able to appoint accounting officers. And so we are concerned that you have been doing reports with them. Have you picked an anomaly in that issue? And what is your view of that Section 148? Might it, as currently phrased, be facilitating a possibility of circumventing of the responsibility of appointing chief officers. That is the gist that we are investigating. So if you could comment, even as you give us what you have researched, we would want to hear your comments on that particular issue.
Maybe to add on that, Madam Surbi, we also look at the legal aspect of it, the legality of not having chief officers who are supposed to be the accounting officers. And is it legal or illegal? You advise the committee.
Actually, my office does not delve into the appointment of the chief officers. Whilst we know from the law, and I'll be asking my director research here to read for us the relevant aspect, the role of the County Public Service Board is to appoint and actually to advise the county. Now, when it comes to approval of withdrawals, there is no law that says it must be so and so to do the approval. So, as long as those who are preparing the requisitions have been introduced to us, and we have their specimen signatures, then we are okay. We will assume that they are duly authorized, and we will move the funds from the county revenue fund to the operational account. Now, I guess, and I must say I guess because I may not be in the mind of those who crafted it this way, because the transfer of funds is not necessarily the spending. The spending takes place at the point where the accounting officer now decides who among those who are due to be paid is going to be paid. Now, you, Chair, you are probably aware that when the requisitions are brought to me, the requisitioners attach evidence of who they are going to pay. But we are also aware, and we have seen from the audit reports, that the accounting officers subsequently may substitute the evidence that have been given of who is going to be paid, and they pay other people. This is a matter that has been discussed at length. We had sought to be given access so that we could be verifying that the support we got for the requisitions is similar to the payments that are made, and there was a big outcry from the Council of Governors, who then threatened to sue my office. So at that point, the matter seemed to die until the complaints became louder and louder that the approvals I give are not necessarily the payments that are made. So, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members, as far as this issue of the chief officer is concerned, I think the law doesn't seem to involve my office a lot. But we are saying that the Constitution talks about transparency and accountability, and this covers everyone. So each person is supposed to play their role as far as that transparency and accountability is concerned. Now, Honorable Chair, I don't know if you will give me a chance.
Yeah.
When we look at the performance, financial performance, which I have and which I've been reporting on, like you said, you see red flags of certain things that are being done, and you are able to tell that perhaps those who are undertaking the activities on the ground are not quite up to the task. So if you are going to give me a chance, I can give you the performance that we have, the latest performance. Now,
Specific to Garissa or general?
This is specific.
Okay.
Like I said, I did some research to prepare for this. So in terms of performance, I have taken budget performance from 2019-20 financial year to date, to the third quarter that we have now, and observed that the total budget of the county is currently is 10.756 billion, and the expenditure is as follows. So 44 billion, out of which 7.825 billion was spent. This was an absorption of 74.9%. Then the last complete financial year, that is financial year 22-23, the budget then was 9.370 billion, out of which the county spent 7.759 billion, which was an absorption of 82.8 billion. Percent, sorry. Now, in the current financial year, we have prepared the third quarter report, although it is with the printers, so we haven't released it for publication. But the total budget for this financial year is 10.756 billion. As of 31st March, the expenditure was 4.576 billion, translating into an absorption rate of 42.5%. Yes. As at March, yes. The county had done 42.5%. And there are various components, but I want to highlight the key components for recurrent expenditure. For compensation to employees, out of a budget of 3.496 billion. The county has spent 2.386 billion, which is 68.3%.